Here I am back at the old neighborhood that I grew up in. I haven't been on this porch in about 15 years. That house right there to my left is the house that I grew up in on the 3rd floor. On this very porch is where my life was almost destroyed several times. Right in the front here, I was caught selling drugs by undercover police. Right next door here, a couple months after that, I was caught with 30 crack bags. I remember a lady coming down this walkway right here with her daughter. One of her daughters had to be 5 years old. The other one was a little baby in a stroller. She had to be about 1 or 2. She came with $400 in food stamps, and I gave her 4 crack bags. I could see the fear on her daughter's eyes. They were looking at us, me and the guys I was with at the time, the gang that I was with, as if we were gonna rape them, kill them. And I had no compassion in my heart. My whole motive for living was to make money by any means necessary. I was on my way to death, destruction, or jail, whatever it was. It was a lot. Negative relationships is what drove me to want my life to change and to want my life to be different. It was in the summer of 1995 on the north side of Chicago. My friend's mother, she was a Christian. She was a godly person who I really respected. I grew up around her. And she was just somebody that I believed in, somebody that I looked up to. My friend, we were very close. He was actually in the rival gang that I fought against, but me and him were buddies. And I went to the north side of Chicago to smoke marijuana, to drink, and just get away. It was 3 days before my god sister's funeral. She got murdered, Tyann Fleming. Her name was Shaquita Tyann Fleming. Her middle name was Tyann. And everybody in Chicago Heights was broken. She was a beautiful girl. She was an athlete in high school. I mean, you know, she grew up in this tough neighborhood. She, grew up in a tough family, but she was a good girl. She was a teenager. She was 15 years old, and a rival gang shot her. From there, over in this direction, just shot in a crowd. They didn't shoot at her specifically. They shot in a crowd, and the 2 people got hit, her and another guy. The other guy lived, but she died on the spot. Chicago Heights hasn't recovered from the death of Shaquita Tyann Fleming because it hurt us so deeply, even to this day. If I think about it long enough, I could cry because I remember how I felt when that happened. I couldn't believe that I was inside of a gang that death was taking place. Like, this is like real, This ain't a game. Like, I got in this to make money, but the price that you pay and the rewards that comes from being in a gang is that you lose your life. There is no, or you go to jail forever, or people that are close to you lose their life, And that was the weekend that my life changed. I made decisions that, the reason why I'm standing here today is because of those decisions that I made, firm decisions that put me on the right path, that put me in the right direction. I'm like, God, I don't know what this guy's deal is. He looks like he's mad at me. I've never done anything to him. As a matter of fact, the first time I saw him, I said, hey, how you doing? Oh, I said, what's up? Because he was cool. When you see people that are conservative, you say, hey, how you doing? But if they cool, you say, what's up? So he was cool, so I was like, what up? I said, no, I actually did this. What up? I didn't go up, I went down. Back you do up if he too cool, but if you go down when he just touching the surface. I'm a grateful man, I'm a thankful man, and this is why, for now and forever, until I'm called to do something different, my determined purpose is to invest my time, my wisdom, my knowledge, my experience into the lives of young people. No matter where you come from, you may not have grown up in a bad neighborhood, you may not have grown up in a neighborhood where you sold drugs or you had those experiences, but everybody faces situations and challenges where they need a voice, somebody with experience. They need somebody that can help them, can coach them. I would say this though, we have one shot at this life, one opportunity to live. Sometimes you feel like you have 9 lives, but the truth of the matter is you have one shot, and it's your choice to define it.